Good morning, Internet people. Okay, go on. This is video number 7, I can count, of my November challenge. Well, not my November challenge, my friend's November challenge to create a video every day and remind yourself of your gifts and your abilities and the positive things that you can put out into the world. So first off, I want to give a shout out to that friend and say happy birthday, Derby wife. I hope you have a fantastic day. And then what I want to talk about today, bye kitty, she doesn't want to be in my video, is being intentional with things. So I'm sure people have heard the phrase dress for the job you want. And seen, the various jokes about dressing as Batman or Wonder Woman and getting in trouble for it or whatever. But there is something to that. So I applied to this internship earlier this week, and I started thinking afterwards about if I were to get it, what would things look like with my life? So for one thing, it'd be a long commute. It'd be an hour on the train, plus a bit to get there. And so my days would be long. So what I've started doing, because I do want this internship, is I'm trying to set myself up to be prepared for that, so that if I get it, then it's not me going, oh crap, now I gotta figure this out. But no, already having that in mind and being intentional about this is something I want, I need to work for it. So I have my alarm set for currently 6:30 in the morning. I've only done that 2 days so far, so I haven't really gotten up at that time. But I'm working at doing that, and I need to focus on planning meals because I will have to probably use my crock pot a heck of a lot more, and just little things like that of thinking about, okay, if I'm going to be commuting and I'm going to be working potentially a 9 to 5 job in the city, and what do I need to do in order to handle that? So, yeah, instead of just thinking, oh, what if I get this and I'll worry about that then, I want to be intentional about it. I want to say, okay, I am aiming for this change in my life, and what do I need to do now, even though the change hasn't happened yet, to start embracing it? So for me, that is getting up early. That is starting to get myself conditioned to those hours that I'd be working. And not even if I get the internship or not. I want a job right now. I've been unemployed. I am been frustrated with that. So because I want a job, I need to start living my life as if I have a job. Keeping the hours I would keep if I had a job. So that I am in that mode, in that conditioned for things like my mental health and just my health in general, and just habits and routines. I need to be keeping them as if I already have that thing that I'm looking for. And that's how you make change in your life, is you have to sometimes be really intentional about it. Think about what the changes you want to make. Think about what your life will look like with those changes, and then start embracing them. Start making those changes even though you don't have that job yet, or you don't have whatever it is yet. Think about what you need to change in you and your habits if you were to achieve that. I'm assuming that makes sense. But yeah, so that's me this morning. Setting my alarm early, getting up, trying to establish those routines and habits that I need to be able to handle a job. I struggle with a lot of mental health issues, anxiety and depression being big ones. I have ADHD. I am autistic, recently diagnosed. So there's a lot of challenges that I have to deal with in things like keeping a job and being able to just handle daily routines in general. And so I have to be intentional about it. So that is my message this morning. My reminder to myself too, to have that intent and not just think, oh, I'm not working right now, I can sleep until noon, I can just do whatever. Because that's not going to get me to where I can handle things in daily life. No, I need to be setting those goals and facing those challenges head on and thinking about the things I need to do in order to maintain my mental health, in order to maintain my routines, in order to function well. It takes effort on my part. It takes a lot of work. And life's like that, where if you want to make a change in something or you want to improve things in your life, it takes the work. It takes the work to fight your mental health issues. It takes the work to make change. And it's not to say, work as in, oh, well, all you need to do is just get a job and everything will be okay. No, it means working at those things, doing the hard work in when you don't have that employment or you don't have that structure to help you along. You have to create it yourself. And it's hard work. It is hard to mentally get yourself prepared for something. It is hard to mentally live like you have to. So it's really hard to concentrate with my cat rolling her ball around right now. ADHD, distraction of noise. But it is hard to overcome mental health challenges. It is hard to overcome other challenges in life. And it takes a lot of effort. Effort that sometimes other people take for granted that they don't need to make. For some people, getting up is just, you set the alarm, you get up, that's it. For some people, planning meals is like, you don't have to think about it, you just grab some food and you eat. And then for me, getting up is setting an alarm and setting the extra alarm and fighting with my brain because it is locked into sleep mode and doesn't want to move out. And there's just a lot more. There's a lot that's going on. There's a lot that's going on for me simply to handle a meal because I have to work out all those steps of meal planning and just, I don't know where I'm going with this, but what I mean is that you have to make the effort. You need to be intentional about things. If you want things to fall into place, start making the effort of what you'll need to do once they fall into place. In that sense, prepare yourself for it. Don't just wait for it to happen and then try and cope once it does. Start making the changes, expecting that it's going to come along. So not just dress for the job that you want, but plan your day around the job that you want to have. And just be intentional. Don't just think, oh, if I get this, then, oh, that'll be great. But think about really what it means for your life. Is this something that you really want? Is this something that you're willing to put up with the long commute, or you're willing to put up with the hours away from home for? And if the answer is yes, then start preparing yourself for that. So that's my takeaway, my view on the world this morning. I'm gonna eat my breakfast now and go about my day and yeah, keep working on making those changes in my life that I've been trying to make this year. Because there's a lot of changes that I've been trying to make in my life this year, and a lot of things about trying to just declutter things and simplify life. And so it's a struggle, but I want my life to be different. I want it not to be ruled by anxiety and mental health issues. So I've been making those efforts to take charge of my situation in life and to make changes. And I hope all of you out there, whoever's watching this video, if there's anyone watching this video, can relate to that. And yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic day, especially my derby wife. Hope you have a fantastic birthday. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, internet people!